evening and welcome. Finally, the wait is over as we talk about IPL 2020 Dream 11. IPL 2020 is all set to roll out in Abu Dhabi with the first match being played between Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings. An age-old rivalry, and every time these teams play, emotions always run high. What a moment this for an Indian cricket fan who's been waiting for cricket and finally delay, lockdown, frustration, patience, and resilience. Finally, every Indian cricket fan will get to see their favorite stars, particularly Thala Dhoni, who's playing after 400 plus days, will be taking the pitch once again. He announced retirement. Suresh Raina announced retirement with him. Dramatic circumstances. Raina gets back to India, not playing the IPL. So much happening. But the fact remains is today, Mahendra Singh Dhoni is all set to walk out in the middle and he'll take out Rohit Sharma and his men. Joining me this evening on Dial C for Cricfit for the first preview of IPL 2020 is a correspondent, Amey Pedkar, as well. Just the right time to introduce and welcome him on the show too. Amey, very good evening. Good to have you with us.
A very good evening, Mikhil, and I'm really looking forward to
We're
this.
taking some time to get through to Amey, but yes, Amey, go ahead.
Yeah, it's been over 6 months, and we have waited for this epic moment, I would say, and the wait is finally over. And Mumbai Indians are all set to take on the Chennai Super Kings at the Zayed Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi. So, as we go on to talk about the Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings squads, we'll first of all we look at the Mumbai Indians squad.
Right. We have to look at the Mumbai Indians squad to begin with. Amey, you can take us through these names quickly, then I'll go through Chennai.
Yeah, so first of all, the captain leading from the front, Rohit Sharma, then followed by the Yorker King, Jasprit Bumrah. Rohit Sharma will have Quinton as his opening partner, followed by Pollard and Pandya in the middle order. Then followed by this, we have someone like Trent Boult, who has been traded back from Delhi Capitals. Then followed by this, we'll have Nathan Kulkarni, and then we also have Mitchell McClenaghan. So these are the star players, I would say. Then there's someone like Chris Lynn as well, who has been picked by Mumbai Indians. He came back from KKR. But by all means, I don't think that Chris Lynn would be featuring in this game tonight.
Right, good observations there. But we need to talk about Rahul Chahar as well. He troubled Mahendra Singh Dhoni last time in the last IPL. So the leg spinner, remember, Dhoni's not too comfortable to leg spinners. We saw with Mayank Markanday as well, who troubled while being part of the Mumbai Indians. So when Dhoni comes out to bat, it will be Rahul Chahar. Don't think Chris Lynn will get a chance. All eyes will be on whether it's going to be Nathan Coulter-Neill, Trent Boult, or Mitchell McClenaghan. Out of them, one of them will be in the playing 11. Let's quickly take a look at the Chennai Super Kings squad, who are minus Suresh Raina and Harbhajan Singh at the moment. A lot has been talked about Ruturaj Gaikwad. Watch out for him. There's Murli Vijay. Monk will be waiting to get a go. Ravindra Jadeja, he'll play a very, very big role. Kedar Jadhav, I hope he remains fit all through the IPL. Harbhajan Singh is missing. Piyush Chawla, the spinner in the side giving him company will be Imran Tahir. Will he get a chance and join Ravindra Jadeja? That's the question. But Faf to Dwayne Bravo and Ambati Raidu. These three names, I feel, will form the crux of this Chennai Super Kings squad. Sam Curran has been in good form. Shane Watson as well. Always a reliable customer. So many believe that Chennai Super Kings without Raina look a little weak. Yes, all of a sudden that playing 11 will find something missing. But trust Dhoni to find a replacement for every position. And his greatness lies in that, Amey. The fact that he always finds a match winner in every game. It'll be interesting to see his four overseas players, whether he'll go with Tahir or whether he'll go with Lungi. What are your thoughts? Whom are you looking at this point in time, Amey, as that main player for Chennai Super Kings?
If we look at the Chennai Super Kings squad, their age is one factor which is always been talked about. But then Imran Tahir is one player I feel is a match winner. He's coming off a strong CPL as well. So Imran Tahir is one player. MS Dhoni is another one. There are rumors that MS Dhoni might just bat at number 3. Gautam Gambhir spoke on the Star Sports show that Dhoni might just bat at number 3 because in the absence of Suresh Raina, you need someone of that sort of experience to bat at the top. So in the absence of Raina, maybe Dhoni could just shift to 3 or 4 depending on the situation.
Right. It'll be ideal to watch Dhoni at number 4. I would like to see him at number 4. But keeping in mind, Raina is now not part of the side. I'd want to believe that he'll once again be a little conservative. I was strongly under the impression that he may just go back to the 2007 mode. He's retired, free, fearless brand of cricket, aggressive brand of cricket. Nevertheless, let's also quickly take a look at some important key players. We'll begin with the players to watch out for up front, right on top for both the sides. I strongly believe Surya Kumar Yadav for Mumbai Indians, Ambati Rayudu for Chennai Super Kings are the players to watch out for. Now look at these statistics. On top, both have played 30 and 33 matches. Not much to separate them. 936 runs for Yadav, 884 runs for Rayudu. And look at that strike rate, 132, 121, and conversion fairly good, 650s and 450s. Now, what I like about both these players is that in the IPL, their consistency has always remained good. What we see usually is as the tournament prolongs, either your consistency dips, you don't remain consistent. But in both these batsmen, they may be one-dimensional with not offering much to bowl with, but very, very effective. Rohit Sharma had very recently stated saying, Surya, you've done so much, and I only hope that India call-up is not far away. Another good season, Ame, and he'll be knocking on the doors of the Indian cricket team in the shorter formats for sure. Right, from the players to watch out for, let's go to the trump cards, Ame. And you tell us who are the trump cards that you picked.
So the trump cards we have picked here is Hardik Pandya, a match winner, and then is his ex-captain MS Dhoni. So if we look at MS Dhoni, he has retired from the international circuit, and Hardik Pandya is someone we should look up to as the next finisher for India in the limited over side. But then as you look at the stats here, Hardik Pandya strikes at around 162, but his conversion rate is, from 30s to 50s is quite less.
Whereas these are stats from the last 2 to 3 years, if I'm not wrong, right? Just for the benefit of you. Last 2 years. Last 2 years, yeah. Wonderful.
And if you look at MS Dhoni, he has been an IPL legend. 3 titles under his name, leading the Chennai Super Kings franchise since 2008. Strikes at around 140, comes down the order. So MS Dhoni is another trump card. As I said previously, that we might just see him back up the order. So that strike rate and those 50s, might just shoot up this season.
Right. Just keep these stats. I like the strike rate of Hardik Pandya. Remember, he has to bowl as well. So with the ball, he's very handy. Now, don't go by his 250s. That's because he comes and he scores those 10, 15 balls, 35, 40 runs. He wins games for you in the end. To me, he's been kept out of the Indian side due to injury and many other things for a very long time. And very recently, Mahela Jayawardene has stated, if there's anyone who's looking dangerous, anyone who's looking really good, it's Hardik Pandya. Watch out for him this season for Mumbai Indians. He has many things to convey with bat and ball, and I strongly believe he will be the trump card all through the competition. And Mahendra Singh Dhoni, retired, 400 days, no cricket. He loves such situations. He loves to captain the Chennai Super Kings side. No Suresh Raina. He must be thinking overtime right now. All of this, very hard to pick a clear winner right now. Many are asking me, Mikhail, who do you think will go and win this fixture? We'll play some graphics as well below, some bands, lower thirds, just to add some more perspective into this particular clash between Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings. See, Mumbai Indians have lost all their previous 5 matches in the UAE in 2014. Now, that's a thing of the past. We'll not get too much into it. It's just that traditionally and historically as well, let me add, Mumbai has never been great starters. They've been slow starters. They've lost what's the first, second, third, fourth, and suddenly they've just picked up and they've risen from the ashes, I would say, like a phoenix. So once again, will they have a slow start or will they beat Chennai Super Kings? We'll play more stats as well, as many as we have gathered so far. Interestingly, Mumbai have beaten CSK in their last 5 IPL games. Amay.
Yeah, last year they beat Chennai in all their 4 games. And they also beat Chennai in the 2018 season as well in 1 game. And in the opening game, as we all know, Kedar Jadhav came in after he was injured and then played that cover drive and to win that match for Chennai Super Kings in the opening encounter in the 2018 season. But if you look after that, Chennai have lost all games against Mumbai Indians.
Now we must also add that between CSK and Mumbai Indians, They have 7 titles and 13 final appearances between them, Amay. And that in itself confirms how big a clash, how big teams with so much of quality these sides are. It's like an El Clasico when say Ronaldo takes on a Messi, when a Federer takes on a Nadal. It's like Mumbai taking on Chennai Super Kings as well. So it's an epic encounter. We need to look out for it. I'm quite excited because remember, we've all gone through this lockdown process, still going through it. We never had a reason to stay home. Now we've at least found a reason to stay home, and that is the IPL. We must add that, as Amay mentioned, that last year Mumbai beat CSK 4-0, and overall as well, it's Mumbai Indians who have that upper hand of 17 games to 11 games of that of CSK. Oh, that's a very good stat you've put across, Amay. If CSK wins tonight, it will be Dhoni's 100th win, 100th IPL win as CSK skipper. Oh, wonderful. What a moment will this be for him as well. Can he get it against the Mumbai Indians? That'll be a big question.
And one more thing we talk about is the playing 11. So with Raina not in the squad now, who do you think will bat at number 3 for Chennai?
Oh, that's again a good question. If I have to look at the side, I would look at Faf du Plessis right now. I'd want to believe Shane Watson and Ambati Rayudu are likely openers. And if you take a look at, there's some Murli Vijay as well. So Murli Vijay and Shane Watson or Faf du Plessis will open at number 3. You will have Ambati Rayudu. At number 4, either Faf du Plessis or Shane Watson. And 4 or 5 will be coming in. So it looks a settled batting top order unless Dhoni decides something different. In all probability, links with Shane Watson. And you have all out of the squad, then it is going to be Ambati Rayudu, Shane Watson, or Faf du Plessis opening the innings.
So if you were to pick your 4 foreign players of Chennai, who would you go with?
We'll have to look at the squad once again. I will surely go in with Imran Tahir to begin with. I know it's early days, but it's a spin-oriented pitch, I believe. It helps spinners. So I have a Dwayne Bravo, I have Imran Tahir, I have Faf du Plessis, and I have Shane Watson. These are my usual suspects. But if I have to go in with Lungi and Giddy, then I will keep Imran Tahir out and go in with a pacer in Lungi and Giddy at this point in time. Sam Curran will be a surprise inclusion. Remember, he's always surprised with his performances. Against India, he did well. In the recent series also, he's done well. So that is... just go with tried and tested players. Shane Watson, you have Faf du Plessis, Imran Tahir, and Dwayne Bravo. If I'm missing out on somebody, you can tell me that as well.
And then played that cover drive.
So followed by
Chennai
this,
Super Kings in the opening.
also look at the Mumbai Indians squad here. They have got Quinton de Kock, Kieron Pollard. They have got Chris Lynn as their foreign players. But out of this, if you were to pick 4 again, you just pick the 4 foreign players for Chennai. But if I were to ask you to pick 4 foreign players of Mumbai, who would you go with?
Yeah, another very, very difficult choice over here. I just feel Chris Lynn will miss out this time around. You have Quinton de Kock forming a left and right combination up front with Rohit Sharma. You have Trent Boult maybe, or Nathan Coulter-Nile, or for that matter, between them there'll be a toss-up. Nathan Coulter-Nile, Trent Boult, or even Michelle McLennigan. One seamer from there. You have Kieron Pollard. You have Quinton de Kock forming the 3. And then there's another name I'm actually missing out at this point in time. Just trying to find out. Kieron Pollard, Quinton de Kock. Mumbai is low on spinners, let me add. Mumbai is very low on spinners. And that's something that's going to trouble them at this point in time.
Yeah.
I guess we are anytime. Yes. Rahul Chahar, that's
Rahul
right.
Chahar is a very young spinner. Mumbai let go Harbhajan Singh, a veteran spinner in 2018, and then he went on to play for Chennai Super Kings. Again, he's missing out in this IPL as well due to personal reasons. But if you look at the spinners, Krunal Pandya, there's Anupul Roy, and then there's Rahul Chahar. Also, not to forget someone like Jayant Yadav. Jayant Yadav has played for India. He debuted against England in the Test series. He scored 100 against England. So he's one player you could just, count as a surprise pick if you were to see Jayant Yadav in the playing 11.
Oh yes, and it all remains. It's to play on. And Chennai have won the toss. I'm just getting some update over here. Chennai have won the toss and have elected to field first. Interesting choice. I would have thought that a team winning the toss would have batted first. Now this means that they believe there's not going to be much change in the nature of the pitch. It's early part of the tournament. Let me tell you, early part of the tournament. The pitch will not show much of wear and tear. It looks to be a hard surface, and it looks like they are happy chasing, and they don't think that the turn is going to come into play at this point in time. So news update coming in from Abu Dhabi is that the Chennai Super Kings have won the toss and they've elected to field first.
And one more thing, if we look at go ahead.
Go ahead.
So if you look at the Zayed,
you played at Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah, I played one game at the Zayed Cricket Stadium about 5 years back, and one thing I recall about the ground is that the left side boundary, if you're standing on the pavilion end, the right side boundary is quite long, so and the boundary on the other side is a bit shorter than we would normally see. So long boundaries on one side, it might just play a role, with spinners coming into play. They might just ball short,
right,
asking the people to hit on the longer side of the boundary, to look for a wicket, with a caught or something like that. So that's one tactic the teams can play today. That's what I think, because that's what the club cricketers have been doing all this while.
Right. Sahil Mehta is coming out with a question. He's asking which position should MSD bat on. Sahil's situational. T20 cricket, and now Chennai will be in. I strongly believe everything will depend on the chase, and Dhoni will play more of a floater role. What I'd like to have seen at number 4. That's the best position in the situation and decide upon his batting order. We'll get you the playing 11s as well in a short time from now. You will be seeing it on a screen, but a very interesting choice here by Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Win the toss, field first. They're more than happy to chase at this point in time. So that's the question asked by Sahil Mehta. What's the position MSD should bat on? Ideally, number 4 is something we'd like. Mindset. Ask the question. The first match of taking on the Kings.
So if you look, Chennai Super Kings, have won the toss and have elected to ball first here. MS Dhoni has not been a fan of bowling first, but we have always seen him bat first, because in 2007, when he was leading the Indian team for the first time in 2007 World T20, he always relied upon batting first, because he believed in batting first, putting the runs up on the board, and then asking the opposition to chase it down. So MS Dhoni has not been that fan of fielding first, but today we are seeing him, winning the toss and fielding first. So that's a surprising decision here. One more thing with the pitch report, as we said, as Mikhail earlier mentioned, that it's gonna be a hard surface, not much for these spinners. Even the fast bowlers are not going to swing it much. So it looks a pretty flat deck, to be honest. From the visuals I've been seeing on the TV, it looks a flat deck.
And one more thing we keep in mind is the dew factor as well. As they know in Abu Dhabi, there will be a dew factor, which means the ball will get to get heavy. The ball much, and this means the ball will come straight out of the bat. Even more for the chase as well. So it very well. That's the best part about Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He actually knows how to go about, doing his job, and not at all hesitant in winning the toss and electing to field first at this point in time. We are taking in more questions. Anybody would like to ask
So MS Dhoni had just mentioned at the toss that Shane Watson, Fab du Plessis,
in Abu
Sam
Dhabi.
Curran, and Lungi Ngidi will be the four foreign players playing for the Chennai Super Kings. So Imran Tahir is clearly missing out here. Maybe because of the hard deck, as we earlier mentioned, the pitch is not going to offer much for the spinners here. So which is why maybe MS Dhoni has gone with Sam Curran ahead of Imran Tahir here.
Right, very very choice. So he has two utility players in Sam and Watto, and he's kept Faf and Lungi. I thought as much. Lungi would be an outside choice for Imran Tahir, but then Dwayne Bravo missing out, and that's a big miss. When you don't have Raina, you feel that Dwayne Bravo would be coming in and filling in those boots, but at the moment it looks like that there's a change. So the four foreign players for Chennai Super Kings is in fact, let's go Pattinson and Trent Boult. Okay, here as well we get to see some new names coming in. Early days, hard surface, new pitch, which means a role to play for the spinner, and this means they won't track maximum bounce grass as well, pitch that we can see. I believe the pitch has some grass as well, so this will help the seamers. So
yeah, I'm
we'll
really
have the playing
surprised
11s put out as well.
I'm really surprised with the inclusion of James Pattinson here because he came into the squad last moment as a replacement for Lasith Malinga. He's been picked over someone like Mitchell McClenaghan, who has been a star performer for the Mumbai Indians for over 4 years now. So picking him over someone like Mitchell McClenaghan is a shocker for me. Quinton, Pollard, and Trent Boult were obviously the projected ones, as we said that they would feature in the playing 11. But the inclusion of Pattinson has shocked me here. What do you have to say about this?
Well, in T20 cricket, it's never easy to go out there and predict. Only fools predict in T20 cricket, and we've been proved once again why. Listen, the team knows best depending on what the conditions are on offer. So it's clearly obvious if Mahendra Singh Dhoni can go in with Lungi Ngidi, then why can't Mumbai go in with seamers as well? So the order of play will be here is try to take extra, make full use of the grass on the pitch and the hardness in the surface so that you can go and explore situations out there in the middle. So these are some real updates, new updates again on the show, and we'll put the playing 11 as well in a short time. Quinton de Kock, Pollard, Pattinson and Trent Boult coming in as the four Indians. There's no Dwayne Bravo. You get to see Lungi Ngidi and James Pattinson as well. You're minutes away from the start of the very first match, the IPL opener between Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings. Do share your thoughts with us on Cricfit and let us know what your views as well. Amay, I guess that's it for today on the preview show of us.
Yeah, I think we should wrap it up because due to the quarantine and due to all the technical issues, the playing 11s are taking some time to come up on our website here. So that's one thing we'll have to see. And as we see, So as we see that Mumbai Indians have pulled a shocker here in the form of Pattinson. Remember, last year Mumbai Indians played Alzari Joseph for one game and he picked 6 wickets. So do you think that Pattinson can do something like that? He can be a surprise package here?
See, the best part about IPL or T20 cricket is that any player can turn into a hero on the given day. Any player. The day you need that last ball, 2 runs to win, the batsman gets it. You need 1 wicket. It's hard to say whether a player can turn out, but I'm sure Dhoni and Rohit Sharma have looked at the situations. If Rohit states that we would have bowled first as well, it gets better under lights. Have been here a few weeks, he said, so understand conditions better. Rohit further adds, before coming here, we had a camp in Mumbai. Also had quality practice here in Abu Dhabi. Key for practice matches will be similar. In fact, they totally understand that both the pitches in fact, both understand that the pitch has a lot of grass and the hardness in the surface will also be kept in mind. So the team for Chennai Super Kings, Murli Vijay, Shane Watson, Faf du Plessis, Ambati Raidu, Kedar Jadhav, MS Dhoni, Ravindra Jadeja, Sam Curran, Deepak Chahar, Piyush Chawla and Lungi Ngidi. So they have good amount of spin, good amount of pace as well. Remember, Kedar Jadhav also can roll his arm. Quite a few left-handed batsmen in Mumbai Indians, from Quinton Peacock to Krunal Pandya to Ishan Kishan. So 3 left-handed batsmen over there. Kedar Jadhav may just be given a chance if things are not going well for the regular bowlers in the side. That's the Chennai Super Kings playing 11 for you. No Dwayne Bravo at the moment. Imran Tahir has been rested. They've gone in with a pace-heavy side, but a very strong. We'll look at the Mumbai Indians 11 as well. Rohit Sharma to open with Quinton de Kock, Surya Kumar Yadav, Saurabh Tiwari. Interesting pick over here. Saurabh Tiwari comes in. And then you have Krunal Pandya, Hardik Pandya, Kieron Pollard, James Pattinson, Rahul Chahar, Trent Boult and Jasprit Bumrah, which means that Quinton de Kock, the wicket keeper, and that means that Ishan Kishan misses out, and Saurabh Tiwari, the hard-hitting left-handed batsman, another left-handed batsman in the middle order of Mumbai Indians over there. Look at the squad. Rohit Sharma, Quinton de Kock, Surya Kumar Yadav, Saurabh Tiwari, Krunal Pandya, Hardik Pandya, Kieron Pollard. Oh my God, what a batting lineup. And then the bowlers, James Pattinson, Rahul Chahar, Trent Boult, Jasprit Bumrah, Krunal and Hardik can bowl as well. Good enough side. Looking at both these sides, I feel it's an even contest and anything can roll out between these two teams. Amay.
Yeah, looking at Mumbai Indians bowling attacks, Trent Boult and Jasprit Bumrah as their opening bowlers. Then you have someone like Krunal Pandya, Hardik Pandya, to chip in those middle overs. So it's a power packed side here. There's no negatives here in this side. The top order looks strong. Then there's someone like Rahul Chahar, a surprise package, balls those googlies as well. So as you mentioned earlier, he troubled MS Dhoni last year. So Rahul Chahar is another one, we should watch out for. Again, James Pattinson, a shocking inclusion in the playing 11. Saurabh Tiwari is another shocking inclusion for me. What made the Mumbai Indians go ahead with Saurabh Tiwari ahead of someone like Ishan Kishan, who had performed well last year?
Right. Now, we need to keep in mind a few questions coming in as well. Priya is asking me, why is he not playing? Priya, firstly, the pitch on offer clearly suggests that it is going to be, it's a hard surface right now, though it takes turn, but that's in the latter half of the IPL. And point number 2 is that the dew factor. Remember, when the dew factor comes into play, the ball gets wet and heavy. And for the spinners, it's never easy to grip the ball, particularly if you're a finger spinner or a wrist spinner, it's very hard to release the ball. Keeping all of this in mind, Dhoni has decided to go in with an extra seamer pacer, particularly on a pitch which is new right now, fresh, which has grass on it, which means he's won the toss now. He's got a fresh pitch and he gets to bowl first, which means he does not even get the dew factor later to bowl first. So that also answers Vaishali's question, saying that Sahil is asking, I think CSK has strengthened the death bowling. But yeah, CSK has strengthened the death bowling, but Vaishali at the same time is saying, why is Tahir not there? It's a bit surprising. You already have a Piyush Chawla, you already have a Ravindra Jadeja, you already have a Kedar Jadhav, and out of which you have 2 spinners who can bat, and Piyush as well can use the long handle. So taking all this into consideration, Vaishali, Imran Tahir's inclusion will only happen when the pitches start to break down in the latter half of IPL. That is when the pitches get used up and it gets older and the cracks open. That's where you'll get to see Imran Tahir. So I hope you have your questions answered over here. Fair enough selection, I must add. You need to keep into consideration the conditions, the nature of the pitch, and also your strengths, Vaishali and Priya. I hope you have your questions answered. And coming to yours, Amay, remember one thing: sitting over here and standing on top of the pitch on the eve of the game, you really understand what's coming on offer. Reports and on television, the pitch looks different, and what you do when you go close and feel the pitch is completely different. Now, the hardness in the surface, the grass on the pitch has prompted both the captains to go in with pacers who can swing and bounce batsmen and extract some bounce.
And if there's one thing I'm going to miss terribly in this game is Imran Tahir's run after taking a wicket. With him not in the playing 11, we are surely going to miss it because people like me are fans of Imran Tahir, for the things he does, after taking a wicket. His celebration is one of the most hilarious things you'll ever see on the cricket pitch.
But best part about that is Amey, you can expect him to run in the pavilion as well to celebrate a wicket of his teammates. He's so excited. He's so excited in the middle of the time.
And like last year, someone asked MS Dhoni or Shane Watson, one of them, that why don't you both run behind Imran Tahir? So Shane Watson replied saying that he goes, celebrates, and then comes back running towards them. So it doesn't make any point of them running behind Imran Tahir. So that's something we all are going to miss here. Imran Tahir brings a special sort of impact with his celebration. He charges the team up, with his celebration after taking a wicket. So that's one thing I'm surely going to miss in today's game.
And Sahil has made a very good point. I think Dhoni realized that he has to strengthen their death bowling. That's why Lungi and Bravo beat quite a lot of runs in the last overs. Very good observation, Sahil. Remember one thing, Bravo is a match winner, but with the ball, he's got loft cutter. He's very predictable, extremely predictable on this pitch. So that's a good enough point. Again, Priya is asking the question: how is Sam Curran on this pitch? Asked by Ashwin. Okay. Sam Curran, let me tell you, is a bowler who can swing the ball in the air. He doesn't just seam, but he relies more on the swing. So trust him to get the new ball, trust him to get the white ball, trust him to open proceedings, because he may just get that ball into the right-hander. And we've seen in the past as well, Rohit Sharma is not comfortable to Mohammad Amir's incoming, in-swinging deliveries. He's had that bat and pad gap. He's had that pad at half-cock being LBW as well. So Sam Curran can just come over there, Amey, what do you think, and trouble the opening batsman.
So Sam Curran has a lovely in-swinger. We have seen him display the same during the Test series. In the matches he played in England. So Sam Curran is one bowler. He can open the bowling for Chennai. He can bowl at the death as well. So expect him to pick a lot of wickets. Rohit Sharma struggles a bit when the ball is coming in. So maybe that is one thing, Dhoni thought of, just playing Sam Curran for Rohit Sharma. That could be one perspective of looking at Sam Curran's inclusion.
Absolutely. We would like to thank all our viewers on Cricfit who have joined us this evening for the and Chennai Super Kings. Remember, it's quite an El Clasico, it's quite a contest, and something that we've all been waiting for. Finally, IPL starts. All of y'all enjoy the days, the weekdays, and the weekends. And from all of us over here, all we can say is sit back and relax. We'll be coming to you live with all our updates on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and our website, www.cricfit.com. On behalf of Amey Petkar, the Cricfit correspondent, entire Cricfit team as well, this is Mikhail Vaswani signing off. As I sign off, once again, for all those who have joined us, a quick update. Chennai Super Kings win the toss and have decided to field first. This is going to be a good scoring game. Some surprise inclusions for both the sides. This is going to be a great contest. We'll see you very soon from the entire Cricfit team. It's goodbye and good night now.